Good afternoon, Attorney Dale.
Hello, good afternoon, Judge.
Okay, I'm admitting the parties on this case.
Okay.
Let's see, who else is on here? Lisa.
Margal.
Margal, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. And who is your client?
My client is Ricardo de Avila. He is physically present in my office right now.
Okay, okay.
And
And
we have an interpreter. Sorry?
Okay. Who is mom?
Mom is, what is even her name? She's in Chicago. I know that much.
Miss Ramos, Judge.
Ramos.
Magali Ramos.
Oh, looks like she's here.
Okay, I just admitted her. Hey. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Always good to see you.
Good to
Okay.
see you too.
I'm gonna put my client in another office so we don't get echoes.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, give me just a moment. Okay. Vamos, okay. Usted va a quedarse en nuestra oficina como algo, como algo, whatever.
Attorney Dale, you're here for both this case and another one, right?
Judge, I thought only this case, but I can be here on both.
Yeah, because it's a it's a motion to enter a final order, but the AG's office filed an objection to entering the order because of the numbers related to child support and the arrearages were wrong.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Do you have that cause number, Judge?
Sure, DF 22-12903.
Okay, Judge, I can look at that in a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're here on a motion to set aside a default judgment.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And your client is the movant, correct?
That's correct.
All right. Me. I'm setting false timer. All right. Both sides ready to proceed?
Yes. We are, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We're on the record in cause number DF 2306334. Counsels, would you please announce for the record?
Lisa Margal with Garcia and Ramirez representing the movant Ricardo de Avila.
And Justin Dale here for the AG's office.
All right. And Ms. Ramos, you'll be representing yourself today?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Mr. Murillo, would you please take yourself off mute and raise your right hand? Do you swear to properly translate from Spanish to English and English to Spanish?
I do.
Thank you. Ms. Ramos and Attorney Margal, did I say it right?
You did, yes.
Okay. Where is your client? I can't see him on the screen.
He let me have him, so I put him in another office. I can have him, and I'm sorry, this is kind of messy. You want me to have him get on Zoom like on his phone?
If he can, where we can at least see him on the screen.
Okay.
that would be good. And he can stay on the cell phone with the interpreter.
Okay,
We just need to see him on the screen.
physically, yes, got
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Lisa, he's on his way over there.
Okay, okay. 4 days, so that's it. Aquí. Vamos a mover.
All right. Would
Okay,
Ms. Ramos and Mr. Avila, would you please raise your right hand? Do you all swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give will be the truth and the whole truth?
I do.
Thank you. All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Attorney Margot, it looks like your client is the movement on this motion to set aside the default judgment. I have set you all for 15 minutes aside. That will include any opening and closing statements should you all choose to make one, as well as examination.
okay.
All right. Did you have any exhibits?
I really don't.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, counsel, you may proceed. Would you like to give an opening statement?
Just briefly.
Go ahead.
So my understanding from piecing together the timeline, and I'll preface this by saying that my client's a little bit fuzzy on details of dates, which I think kind of goes to some of his confusion in what his obligations were with respect to answering in the case. So my understanding, according to him, he is not aware of having been officially served. He received correspondence from the Attorney General's office informing him of a Zoom hearing over the summer. He logged in June. There was not an interpreter present, so they had a Spanish-speaking staff member tell him that it was getting reset for October. He is not aware of having received a notice with that new October date, nor with a new Zoom code. He tried to log in October with the Zoom code he had, which seems like should have worked, but for whatever reason, it didn't. He was under the impression that because he had appeared at the hearing over the summer, that he had fulfilled his obligation to appear in the case. And then with respect to notice of the October date, I would say that because he did not get an official notice, especially with a specific Zoom code, and that he was not aware that failure to appear would result in a final default judgment against him, that we don't have proper notice in this case. And even if we did, his failure to appear that day is not the result of any kind of conscious indifference. He actually tried to. It was a series of mistakes and accidents. As far as a meritorious defense, he is not, to be clear, he is not trying to dispute his current child support obligation. What he is disputing is a $22,000 in back child support that was ordered, because if he had the chance to present himself and to present testimony and evidence at an evidentiary hearing, he has evidence that he actually was making direct payments by Zelle during the disputed time period. And then with respect to the this not causing any kind of harm, delay, prejudice to the opposing parties, I would say that our time frame is actually about what it would have been if the October hearing had simply been reset, which is pretty standard in these cases, and that nobody's really out any amount of time. And his child support has already, the direct payments have already begun being taken. So she's already getting child support. He's not seeking to disrupt that. So everybody's essentially where they would have been.
Okay,
And with that, I will call my witness.
thank you. Attorney Dale?
Judge, I have no opening statement, but I do want to ask, I know the courts do motions for new trial differently. Are we bound to the issues of just the issue as to the new trial, the motion for new trial itself, or does it, are you asking for evidence regarding the other issues, the underlying issues?
The motion for new trial itself.
Thank you, Judge. No opening statement.
Okay. All right, hold on one second. All right, Attorney Margot, you may proceed.
Call my client. Mr. Avila, would you please state your name for the court?
Ricardo de Ávila. De Ávila.
Ricardo de Ávila.
Okay. And you are the father of Jaylene de Avila?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. Over the summer, were you made aware that a child support case was pending here in Texas?
Tal vez, creo sí.
Perhaps, I think so.
Okay. Did you receive correspondence, like letters from the Attorney General's office?
No.
No.
Did you receive letters from the Attorney General's office telling you about a Zoom hearing?
Oh, sí.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And did these letters tell you about a Zoom hearing that was scheduled for June?
I'm sorry, Counselor. Did you say June?
Yes.
Sí.
Yes.
And did you appear at that Zoom conference?
Por eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And did someone from the Attorney General's office appear as well?
Sí.
Yes.
Now, were you able to have your hearing on that day?
No.
No.
Was there an official interpreter there to translate for that hearing?
Sí, para explicarme solamente que no podíamos estar ahí.
Yes, just to explain to me that we were not able to do anything that day.
Okay. So was it like an official interpreter or was it someone who like worked with them?
Yo pienso alguien que trabajaba con ellos.
I think it was just somebody that worked with them.
Okay. At any point, did an official process server come to your door and give you papers?
No. No.
No.
Okay. Now, we had kind of talked at one point about the fact that on the court's website, it shows that there was a statement by a process server saying that you were served.
Sí.
Yes.
Nonetheless, is it your testimony that nobody came and physically handed you these papers?
Correcto.
Correct.
Okay. At that hearing in June, when they told you about the October date, did they say anything to you that you would get something else in the mail?
No.
No.
Solamente dijeron que se había cambiado para la fecha de octubre y es todo.
They just said that it had been changed to a date in October, and that was all.
Okay. did you believe that you were going to get something else that would show you the new date?
Sí,
Yes.
And did you assume that you would get something telling you how to log in?
sí.
Yes.
At
No entendí. No
um
entendí. ¿Lo puedes repetir?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Can you repeat that?
did you assume that you would get something telling you how to actually like log on and get into the conference?
Sí.
Yes.
And did you get anything like that?
No,
No.
At any time, did you receive anything telling you that if you did not show up in October, they were going to enter a final order against you?
no,
No.
Did you have any idea that that's something that could have happened that day?
no,
No.
Did you still try to get onto Zoom on the day that you figured that you remembered or thought that they had told you?
sí,
Yes.
And were you able to get onto Zoom that day?
no,
And
No.
are you sure that you had the right day and the right time?
sí.
Oh, yes.
Um, how did you find out about the order that was entered that day in October?
Chequé mi computadora, chequé el número de caso y ahí miré la cantidad que tenía deudada.
I checked my case number on the computer and there it showed me the amount that I was supposed to pay.
And that was like 22,000 something dollars.
Sí,
Yes.
And did that surprise you?
sí,
Yes.
So your daughter was born in 2021, right?
sí,
Yes.
So for those 2 years between when she was born and when you had court, had you been paying the mother by Zelle that whole time?
sí,
Yes.
Okay, and to be clear, you understand that you're going to have to pay child support.
sí, eso estoy claro.
Yes. I'm clear on that.
And you understand that you'll need to pay some cash medical support to reimburse the state for Medicaid.
Objection to relevance, Your Honor.
It goes to the meritorious defense.
Sustain.
Okay. Okay, so your issue with the default order, is it really that back child support that you believe you could prove should not have been ordered?
¿Me puede repetir?
Can you repeat that?
Your issue with the order that was entered, is it that back child support?
Oh, sí, sí, correcto.
Oh, yes, correct.
Okay, and since the order was entered, have they already started taking money out of your checks?
Correcto.
Correct.
Okay. So to be clear, was it your understanding that you had done everything you needed to do to appear in this case?
Sí,
Yes.
Did you ever decide you were going to just not answer or not appear?
no,
No.
Did you decide to just not go to court?
No.
Did you decide
No.
to skip the court date?
no, no,
No.
The fact that this case proceeded without you, is that just because you were mistaken on the process?
No entendí. ¿Puedes repetirlo?
I don't understand that. Can you repeat that?
The fact that the case ended up going on without you, was that based on just you having some confusion about what to do with the actual legal process?
Sí,
Yes.
So are you asking the court to set aside that judgment, reopen the case, and let it proceed like it would have?
sí.
Yes.
I pass a witness.
Okay. Attorney Dale?
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I first asked that the court take judicial notice of the 4D notice of hearing filed with the court on May 4th, 2023, that indicates that the first setting was actually on August 2nd, 2023.
The court takes judicial notice.
Thank you, Judge. And I also asked the court take judicial notice of the return of service on file for Mr. Avila, indicating that he was personally served on August 16th, 2023.
The court takes notice.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Avila, how did you receive notice for the first hearing that you attended on Zoom?
Solo dejar una carta en el buzón.
There was a letter in the mailbox.
Okay. And what is your home address?
6914 Overlook Drive.
6914. ¿Cómo?
6914 Overlook Drive.
Oh, 6914 Overlook Drive,
That's right. Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas.
Okay. And the letter that you received for the first court date had a Zoom code in it, correct?
Sí, la primera tiene un corte.
Okay.
Yes, the first one
And
had one there.
And you did, in fact, show up on August 2nd, 2023 on Zoom, and that case was reset due to a lack of Spanish interpreter, correct?
Correcto.
Correct.
Okay. Do you still live at the Overlook address?
Sí,
Okay.
Yes.
If you received notice to appear on August 2nd, 2023, why do you believe you did not receive notice to appear on October 20th, 2023?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
Sustain.
Mr. Avila, do you have an email address?
sí.
Yes.
Okay, can you please tell the court your email address?
Es Calito378 @gmail.com.
Digo Carlito 378 @gmail, ¿verdad?
Calito.
Calito378 @gmail.com.
Okay. And how often do you check your email inbox?
Yo lo checo seguido.
I check it often.
Okay. Do you recall receiving an email of the notice of hearing for August 2nd, 2023?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember.
Okay. Do you recall receiving an email notifying you of a hearing on October 20th, 2023?
No recuerdo.
I don't remember that.
Judge, pass this witness.
Okay. Ms. Ramos, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Attorney Margot?
Just briefly, and I will say June versus August, that was I misspoke. That was on me.
Okay.
But I guess so, to be clear, did you ever receive something telling you that if you did not show up on the October date, that they were going to finalize the whole case?
No.
No.
Did you in fact try to show up in October?
Sí.
Yes.
And just to clarify, so did you ever decide at any point to disregard this legal process?
No.
No.
Are you just asking for the opportunity to present yourself in court now that especially now that you have an attorney to kind of help you understand what's going on?
Sí.
Yes.
I pass a witness.
Okay. Anything further for this witness, Attorney Dale?
Nothing further for the father.
Okay. Counsel, you may call your next witness.
He is actually my only witness.
Okay. Attorney Dale?
Yes, Judge, I'll briefly call Ms. Ramos.
Okay.
Ms. Ramos, do you speak English?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Ms. Ramos, what is your full name?
It's Magali Ramos.
Ms. Ramos,
Magali.
Ms. Ramos, you do not live in Texas, correct?
Correct. I live in Illinois.
Okay. And were you present via Zoom on October 20th, 2023 for the child support case?
I was not.
Okay. Were you present at the hearing previously to that on August 2nd, 2023?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Judge, I passed the witness.
Okay. Any questions for this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Right, Attorney Dale?
I'm sorry, Judge, you cut out.
Attorney Dale?
No further questions for Ms. Ramos.
Okay. Close.
Okay, so I would just reiterate what we said, that I believe the evidence shows that my client has met the Crawford factors. His failure to appear at the October hearing, I think it's clear because he did appear in August. They can't say that he did not appear or enter appearance in the case. He did not file an answer, but he was under the impression that because he had physically appeared at the Zoom hearing, he did not need an answer because he had entered his appearance for all purposes already. He did not appear in October as a result of confusion and mistake on his part as to when and how all of the logistics of the hearing. It was explained to him that the hearing was reset for October 20th, but not by a certified translator employed by the court. He's been doing the best he can to piece this process together, but he's been going off of the correspondence that he received from the Attorney General's office rather than official notices of court proceedings. There's some confusion, and there's some confusion on my part as well as to the service issue. I mean, as far as he's aware, from what he's told me, as far as he's aware, he is not aware of having been personally served. That's the best I can do on that. But we've got some genuine confusion, some genuine mistake, and some just pure accidents when it comes to the Zoom codes with respect to the way he has appeared or not appeared in this process. He does have a meritorious defense to the causes of action, specifically the retroactive child support. If he were able to attend an evidentiary hearing, he would present evidence of direct payments that would go directly to that issue. And it is our contention that reopening this case would not injure or harm any parties.
So
Essentially,
that was your time.
Then, okay, there we go.
Thank you. Attorney Dale?
Thank you, Judge. Judge, the state's requesting that the court deny the father's motion for new trial as there's evidence of personal service on the father. The father did appear on August 2nd, 2023 via Zoom because he received mailed notice with the Zoom code. Judge, Mr. Avila was given the date and time for the next hearing at that hearing. And Judge, the AG sent notice again prior to the October 20th hearing, just like it did prior to the August 2nd hearing, as well as email notice with the monthly Zoom codes that the 4D court uses. State's asking the court deny father's motion, state rest.
Thank you. Attorney Dale, are you able to show the court the proof of email notice that you all sent out?
Judge, I was just looking for that. We use I don't think I have that exact email and or letter. We generate those automatically for our 50 cases a day. They're not actually printed out. They're sent via the system. So I do not.
Okay. The motion for new trial is denied. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Free to leave.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
Thank you, Judge.
Ooh, good to
Thank
see
you.
And
Judge, I'm standing by on that other case.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Dale, on that last case, they didn't show up.
On the Dunstan Johnson case, Judge?
Yes,
Okay, I just saw a note that Ms. Sweet was able to contact them and resolve the issue a couple of days, well, I guess late last week, and signed an order.
oh, okay.
So I'm sure they didn't show up, but has an order been submitted to the court? Or I guess the updated order? Are you aware, Judge?
That's the thing I don't know. I saw an order was submitted, but I don't know if it was updated or not.
Okay. Well, I will say the one that the OAG prefers is the one that Miss Sweet has Miss Sweet's signature. But okay.
Yeah, let me just double check. Yeah, the one I see is from Attorney Morales.
Okay. That is probably the one that was filed with her with the 10-day letter.
Yes, it was.
Okay, I'll have the attorney issue the updated order
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
ASAP. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney, is it Baird?
Yes, Your Honor.
How you-
I'm sorry, how are you today?
Good, good. I removed you all from the docket because it said agreed. I didn't realize you all had issues with the actual order itself.
We do. We just have two small drafting issues. In fact, I've been emailing with Miss Pettit. She just emailed me and said she just logged off. So I guess we can just get another setting. We just have, it literally shouldn't take us more than 5 or 10 minutes of your time. Very small in language, big in effect issues that we need you to weigh in on.
Okay.
Should we just reset that by emailing with the court coordinator or?
No, I'm going to do it right now.
Okay,
Let me pull up my calendar. Oh. You have to excuse me, my mouth. I just got the bottom row of my braces put on, and it is super uncomfortable.
I remember that. It's been a while, but I remember.
Mm. Do you know what her schedule looks like already?
I don't. I was just emailing to see if anybody's available over there to check her schedule. Let's see.
Because if you don't have dates, then you would have to go through Destiny, but I can do it.
Yeah, it looks like maybe we'll have to go through her because I'm not getting any response from them now.
Okay.
I think she just left. So
Yeah, I saw her just log off when I was trying to look into this last case.
okay. Well, I'll just I'll have my paralegal Pam send out a joint email to Destiny and we'll get reset as soon as we can. So
Okay,
okay, we appreciate it. Thank you.
no worries. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Are you on the right Zoom? Because we don't have anything else on the docket for today.
We have a pretrial.
Oh, that's with Judge Lee.
They gave us this Zoom. But they gave us this Zoom. That's why we emailed your coordinator about 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, pre-trials are done with Judge Lee. Hold on, let me get you her Zoom code. Oh, you have it? What is it? 915-9144.
You taking it down?
What is the last four? 2533.
I knew something was going on because we've been on, and that's why we
You got it, Naya?
915-9144-2533.
That's right. 2553.
I'm finna say that's wrong.
2553. All right, thank